Well, this has been an interesting and somewhat costly but somewhat profitable day, and it has nothing to do with gambling. It has all to do with the stock market. I'll touch on that in just a moment. Hi, everyone. I'm DeMarco here. This, of course, is going to be your Friday video report. Did I have to really tell you who I was since you clicked on the video and you obviously saw whose video you're clicking on? I've got two complimentary plays coming your way from one of my favorite conferences, and I'm not kidding about that. It is the Horizon League, as I'm going to take a look at that big game. Big, and it really is a big game. Matter of fact, two big games from the Horizon League. We've got the Norse of Northern Kentucky tied for the top spot in the Horizon League at 7-1 at home, hosting the Golden Grizzlies of Oakland. And then we've got the other co-leader of the Horizon League, Wright State, hosting the Titans of Detroit. You think I can make this stuff up? I really can't. The big featured play tonight, that would be Jack Brayman, who is going for winner number 7 out of 10 this month alone with his college basketball top-rated 100 dime releases. You know, Jack joined the site January 28th, a year ago. And in that time, $10 bettors with 100 in college basketball, $10 bettors in college basketball have made a little over $11,000. He has another top-rated 100 dime college basketball release going tonight. His rivalry mismatch of the year, he likes his side to win by at least 20 points. And you get it for over half price off, just like all the other ones, simply by using coupon code JACK. This being Friday, remember, you can save $50 off the purchase price of any Handicapper's 7-day package by using coupon code SAVE50. Or, if you want, you can save even more off any Handicapper's 30-day package by using coupon code SAVE125. And if you happen to already be in a long-term package with a Handicapper, if you have a bonus discount, any applicable discounts, they can be used as well. You can always contact customer service if you have any question. I don't know if you play the stock market, but it was an interesting day from my perspective. Listen, I work in the gambling business, so I've always been very focused on the gambling industry as a whole, just being a total disclosure. So, you know, I am very bullish and long-term in terms of Las Vegas Sands. I had like a number of shares in Las Vegas Sands, and my God, since first investing in them, those shares are up 89%, so I'm very happy with them. When Red Rock Resorts, the owners of Station Casinos, the family, the local casino chain out in Vegas, when they first issued their IPO back in April 2016, I picked up a number of shares in them, and they're up 75%. But I also have dabbled quite a bit in two stocks. I have an investment strategy. I look for speculative stocks, stocks that I jump in and out of, stocks that I buy. Again, speculation. I'm not buying penny stocks, but I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I had a feeling when Intel was going to announce their earnings today that it was going to exceed analysts' expectations. I wasn't worried about all their recent patches and situations. I thought they were going to do very good, so I went in. I bought shares yesterday. They were up, what, like over $4 today. AbbVie Pharmaceuticals. Stock that I've been looking at for quite a bit. I went in yesterday and bought some of their shares, and my God, they were up over, what, $14, $15 today per share. You know, I also look for stocks that have nice dividends, but also a return. To me, to buy a stock that stays flatline forever, but then has a 4 or 5% dividend, you know, I want to see some growth and a return. But one of my overwhelming, or one of my big investment strategies is much like my handicapping strategies. I do not believe in looking at 3, 5, and 10-year past performances, because to me that's as worthless as talking about a team and giving you ATS stats of how they've done over the past 10 years, because the personnel changes. Let's talk about SMU football. I can give you a long-term 15-year trend, but guess what? Eric Dickerson and Craig James, they ain't coming back to run the ball for the Ponies. I mean, it's nice. They're cute numbers. They make you round out arguments, but do they really have any relevance? To me, the market that we're in right now, it is a market that is driven by current economic factors that are applicable for the past 6 to 12, 14 months really. And 3 months from now, it may be a whole new marketplace. And what has driven the market the last 6 to 15 months may not be driving it 3 months from now. And you have to constantly change. And it's no different than analyzing a college basketball card tonight and analyzing it 3 weeks from now or 3 weeks ago. Everything changes. So the other thing I always look for is home run stocks. And home run stocks are the ones that I go in and out. I take my money, I come in, I go out. And I've told you before, those stocks, two biggest ones, Netflix and Wynn. If you followed the market today, you know where I'm going here. Well, Netflix is just, I can't tell you how much money I've made on Netflix. I mean, earlier this week, they were up $25 on Tuesday because of their earnings report, and I've been bullish on them. And I'll be honest, I sold it. I took some profits. I sold it too soon, so I went back and I bought it again. So because I thought that everybody else would take their profits, and lo and behold, nobody sold. So I thought, okay, hey, I'll jump back on the bandwagon. Wynn had a great day. Wynn has had a phenomenal run. And I am a big believer in following all the Macau metrics and the gambling reports coming out of there. And I've steadily increased my hold with them. Over the years, I go in, I buy, I sell, I take my profits. When the world panics because somebody says Macau, the gambling revenues are down, I go in and I buy some more. But if you saw today, the Wall Street Journal report, with the allegations coming out against Steve Wynn. Boy, did that make my day. I mean, it was, a little after noon today. I'm handicapping the college basketball card. All of a sudden, the alerts start going off. And I have this one portfolio. And I actively manage this one portfolio of mine, which has, I think I have like 13 stocks, 10 ETFs, and probably 15 mutual funds in there. And I actively manage it every single day. And the alarm bells start going off, and I'm going, what the hell happened here? And I'm watching my portfolio, and the red marks are going all over the place. And I'm like, I think I got to sell. So, I sold at a loss of like $11.80 some cents today. And, the stock finished down like over $20 today. But I'm just here to tell you, now I do not own any position in Wynn today after selling 250 shares today. And I made a heck of a lot of money with those 250 shares, because at different times to accumulate those shares, I bought some of them at $130, some at $147, some at $163, a small amount at $180. I sold them at $183, so I'm very happy. The metrics are still there. How this fallout will eventually settle, will Wynn still be in charge? Well, the resorts came out and backed him today. Wynn's still in charge. Who knows how this is falling? But they are still going to make a ton of money. They're still the leader in Macau, and there's going to be tremendous buying opportunity out there for Wynn. So again, I'm going to go back. I don't own a position right now, but I'm going to tell you again, I'm bullish on Wynn, and I am still going to go back and do that again. So there's my gambling tip for you in terms of the stock market today. Let's talk about these games here tonight. And I like Northern Kentucky, minus the points at home here. Whoops, got a problem here on my computer with my camera. Let me just fix that real fast for you. Oh, yes, you got to love the live aspect of the video reports when I'm doing this here, so I can at least make sure that this camera is going to work, because if it didn't work and I can't adjust this, it would suck if this video doesn't finish recording for you. Okay, so I'm going to go with Northern Kentucky here, minus the points at home. Yes, it's a big number, but listen, they're coming off a road sweep of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and Wisconsin, Green Bay. They're 7-1 in conference play. The lone loss coming against Wright State, a team I'm going to talk about in a minute. One of those victories was an 87-83 victory at Oakland back on January 5th, a game in which they shot 52.5% and hit 7 of 19 three-pointers, and that was on the road. But the most significant trend in that particular game that I found was Oakland is the bigger, more physical team, and yet Northern Kentucky on the road in that contest out-rebounded them 38-25. They overcame a 12-point first-half deficit, eventually took a 9-point lead with 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go, withstood having a 6-minute drought with no field goals late in that game, and still managed to hold on for the win. The Grizzlies are playing their third straight game on the road. It's a must-win game for Oakland here tonight. But this Northern Kentucky team at home is just a beast. You want to talk about a stock that you want to bet on? Well, that would be Northern Kentucky playing at home. 15-5-1 against the spread, their last 21 home games. 18-6-2 overall, their last 26 games, no matter the location versus the odds makers. 9-3-2 against the spread, their last 14 games in Horizon League play. Yes, did they lose earlier this season in Horizon League play at home against Wright State? Yeah, that's their only loss so far. Again, 7-1, tied with Wright State at the top of the league. Normally, I advocate betting favorites early 99% of the time. In this particular case, I say wait till the last minute to get down on Northern Kentucky because I think the public will come in and grab the points with Oakland here late. This game tips off at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Again, I think you wait for the public move to come in on the underdog, and then you lay the points with Northern Kentucky. Okay, Wright State was rolling along until yours truly had a big play, his first 29 play in over a year, on Wright State this past Saturday night at Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And naturally, I take full responsibility for ending Wright State's 8-game winning streak as they lost to Wisconsin-Milwaukee 66-61 on Saturday night. But much like Wichita State, a team that I took full responsibility for ending their 27-game winning streak at home last Wednesday when I backed them against SMU. And by the way, let it be noted that last night, yours truly came out with 10-dime winner number 5 out of 6 on Wichita State, and did the Shockers not cover that 14-point spread against Central Florida last night with the 19-point win and cover? Yes, they did. So I am back in good graces for all Wichita State fans. Well, tonight it's time to get redemption in the eyes of the Wright State faithful, because I'm going to lay the 11 points with the Raiders at home tonight against a Detroit team that they beat in the Motor City 80-73 back on January 5th. This is only the second home game for Wright State since December 30th. The Titans, meanwhile, coming off a 92-88 loss at Oakland, home loss to Oakland. Do not be deceived by that final score, however. They were down 21 points, 50-29 at home in that contest. They allowed the Golden Grizzlies to shoot nearly 51% and hit 11 of 26 three-pointers. And that was a home game. And the point here is that Detroit is one of the worst defensive teams in all of Division I balls. They allow 87.3 points per game. They allow opponents to hit 47.3% of their shots. They're ranked 348 among 351 Division I teams in the country, and they've allowed at least 80 points in 7 of 8 Horizon League games, and yielding an average of almost 84 points a game in those 8 conference games so far. They're 0-3 on the conference road, and I'm going to go with Wright State. This is a Wright State team that, yeah, they had a bad game at Wisconsin-Milwaukee last week. I don't know what happened. I can't tell you. Obviously, I lost money on them. But they're a damn good defensive team. They only give up 66.5 points a game. If they had won this game last Saturday night, no doubt they would be laying 14 points here tonight. That's what I truly believe. So I believe even though they're an 11-point favorite, we're getting them a discount. And that's why I like Wright State in this contest tonight to get the job done and cover the spread. So Wright State is going to be your other play. Of the two selections, probably like Northern Kentucky, just a smidge more of the two. Did I just use the word smidge? What's wrong with me? It's the money I lost today on Win, let me tell you. That'll do it, guys. I wish you well, and talk to you again Saturday for the busy Saturday Hoops card. Talk to you then.